Oh, well, hello everybody, and welcome to Devour Hour on this Sunday evening. I'm going to be doing a couple different things, so with meal prep I always do a couple different things. I never just make one thing. I'm going to do some egg fried rice here in this nice hot wok, and then I'm also going to do just ground beef because we need ground beef for taco salads and things like that throughout the week. So that's going to be going on. I'm letting this guy get real hot for the egg fried rice, which is the main affair for today. But in the meantime, I found some ground beef, so I'm going to get all up in it. Hopefully you guys are having a solid day today, solid Sunday. This is the latest I ever cook on a Sunday. But you know, weird times, weird days, 6 o'clock on a Sunday, might as well. Alright, so with egg fried rice, I am going to start with a super hot wok. And when I say super hot, I mean it's all the way up on 9 and it's been there for about 8 minutes. About 3 minutes, just getting that real hot. We're going to start with some oil, and then we're going to go right to eggs and then veggies. So, let's get this train rolling. Now, when I do fried rice, I do it slightly, I add a few extra things that I don't always see, so this will be quick, simple, but I'll show you something maybe that I do differently that you might want to try. Alright, so start off with just a little bit of oil, just a little bit, because I'm going to start with the eggs first. Let's get the eggs going here so that these don't get super hot. That's going to get super hot anyway. Get that going here. Let me get some eggs in there so it doesn't set off the fire alarm again, because that has happened multiple times when I'm doing stuff in the wok. I'm going 5 eggs here. Boy, to get started with. Oops, that one's already going. There we go. Boom. Alright, so just like with cast iron, you get this sucker hot, and fire alarm might go off first. Yeah, fire alarm, smoke alarm might go off a couple times. But that just means you're doing it right. Alright. That just means you're doing it right. That's what I say, at least. Alright, let's get some eggs cooking in here. This will all kind of cut off once you get some vinegar in there. Hello, hello. Allergic to eggs? Can you make those just egg whites? Absolutely, you can. Just the egg whites, or you could just throw in a different... I just used eggs because we have a lot of them. You could always just use ground beef, or not ground beef, sliced beef like steak, or you could go with chicken, or you could just have meat on the side. Alright, so now that we've got the eggs in there, we don't have to worry too much about smoke alarm. We can go, we're going to get these guys going just a little bit more. We can go with our veggies. Alright, so we got some onion. We're going onion. We are going the peas and carrots that I actually had. Whoopsies. There we go. And then we're going to hit these guys with a couple dashes of oil and a couple dashes of sesame oil. So regular olive oil is cool. You can use a high cooking oil if you want, high heat cooking oil if you want. I just use regular oil because there's nothing wrong with it. Let's keep that heat up. Boom. Alright, so my regular oil. This is making a ton, so I'm not super worried about how much oil I'm using. This is going to make like 8 servings for the week, so that was about 3 tablespoons total that I put in so far. That's not very much, I'm not worried about that, in case you were wondering. Alright, then let's get a little sesame oil, a little flavoring oil in there. Again, I'm not using a ton of it, just enough. Magic's going to happen here in a second when you start to fry up that rice a little bit. You add some vinegar, rice vinegar into it. That's the real fun right there. We'll need a little salt and pepper in here too. Alright, so while those are nice and hot, get this meat going. No sense in only cooking one thing at a time. If you're already in the kitchen, cook up multiple things. Get some ground beef going with it. This is to make tacos, taco salads, to make all sorts of good stuff throughout the week. Alright, Okay, that's a lot of meat. That's going to take a little while. You guys can't see that anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that one. All right, you'll know by smell. Now, here's the problem. I can't smell anything right now at all or taste anything. So the problem I'm having right now is I can't smell if this is at the right spot or not just yet. Jen, does that smell right? Yeah. Hey, she said yes. All right. A little bit of this in there. All right, let's hit it with just a little bit of soy sauce. And by a little bit, I mean about a tablespoon or two. I don't really measure stuff all that much whenever I make recipes. It's all go by feel, by sight, usually by taste. Can't use that one right now, unfortunately. All right, let's get a little salt and pepper up in here. Boom. A little bit of pepper. Not a ton of pepper, just a little bit. Okay, give that a nice little stir. All right, now we're still cooking real hot, real hot. So everything's nice and ready for the. I like to keep my onions a little crunchy. So if you do too, then we're good here. If you don't, if you like to cook your onions all the way down, keep going. But we're gonna go right to the rice. So just kind of, I use my hand, just kind of make sure there's no like big clumps. Get it kind of separated a little bit. If you don't like to use your hand, that's all right. You can, as you stir, just make sure those clumps are all mixed up. Now, this rice was cooked an hour ago, and it's been kind of resting. Some people swear, like absolutely swear, by cold rice. Now, I've done that a lot of times, and personally, I much prefer just like recently cooked. I don't know, I feel like the cold rice, it just doesn't cook up the way that I like. You have to use a lot more oil than you would if you're just using like recently cooked rice, where you don't have to use nearly as much oil, in my opinion, because that's all the oil I'm going to really use. I'm going to hit it with a small amount of sesame oil, but then I'm going to hit it with some rice vinegar, and that'll be pretty much it. This is nice and simple. I'm going to let it cook for a little while, just a little while. But, all right, let's hit it with just a little bit of rice vinegar. Or, I'm sorry, this is sesame oil. A little bit of sesame oil. A little bit of rice vinegar. And by a little bit, I'm talking like tablespoon to 2 tablespoons. And then some soy sauce. Just to get it some color. If you have dark soy sauce, use dark soy sauce. I just have regular right now. I forgot to get the good stuff. But the dark soy sauce, in my opinion, helps with the cooking. And then once you actually, make the recipe, you can, just use your regular soy sauce whenever you're eating it. Yeah, salt and pepper. Kristen, this is 6 cups of rice. It is 2 cups of uncooked rice, which made about 6 cups of rice. The salt and pepper container was Jennings' brother's a chef, and he swears by these kind of containers because they're super easy to get in and out of. So, I like it too. I've been using it for a while. He got it for Christmas, or Jennings got it for Christmas for me on his recommendation. We've been using it ever since. That was like two Christmases ago. All right, so really what you're looking for to know this is done, besides smell, is color. Is it the right color? It should be like nice and dark, and not just because you fried it to all hell, but because you use the right amount of sesame oil and the right amount of soy sauce. So I can taste like a little bit. So I'm gonna see. I think this still needs some time to cook down. Doesn't really need anything else added to it, I don't think. But pretty good. It actually needs a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Pretty good. I'm gonna hit it with another little round of soy sauce and rice vinegar to get all the little bits off. Just to give it some extra flavor. And that's all you really gotta do. Gordon, I'm cooking some egg fried rice. In case you wanted to join in on the fun at some point this week. I was trying to think of things that you guys would have all the ingredients for at your house. And then I was like, wait a second. What do I have all the ingredients for at my house? Because you guys probably have it too. Eggs, rice, onions, whatever. You could throw whatever veggies you got on in there too. And there we go. Now, this is a simple one. If you had less rice, you could actually fry it up more, like hotter and like a little bit more spread out. But since this is like a meal prep recipe, I'm cool with just like this. The flavor was delicious. The color is perfect. And I got a lot of it here. This is enough for us to eat for the whole week as a side to our ground beef right up here, which is, you guys can't see. I'm not going to use this spatula to touch my rice again because this is, raw beef. So don't worry, I'm not going to use that again. All right, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to hang out here for a second, answer any questions you got, and then I will be off for the night finishing this stuff up. Let's see. Great lockdown dinner. Yes, it is. This is the perfect lockdown dinner. Oh, you can't find eggs anywhere, Ursula. I'm sorry about that. You could use any proteins that you do have. Throw some chicken in there. Throw something in there. Sarah's happy to see the infamous wok. Yes, this is my favorite cooking utensil. Let's see. Anything else that I missed? All right, I don't think I missed anything. Yes, if you're... whoop, there we go. I'll get a side of fried rice when we pick up our weights. Yes, except that I live in Cuyahoga Falls. So if anybody drives on down to Cuyahoga Falls, if you guys want to come down here and hang out, I'll get you a side of rice with those. That's cool with me. All right, guys. Yes, I will post this recipe to the RF page. But if you guys want it real quick while you're hanging out, 6-cup rice, 2 cups veggies, 1 cup, 1 cup onion, 5 eggs, some oil, some vinegar, salt, pepper. That's about it. Sesame oil. That's about it. All right, sweet. Thanks, guys.